Some guy caught a big fish on a chicken nugget?
I caught a bowfin older than David's beard. And it had teeth.
This episode is brought to you by Backbone Coffee, First Form, and two clever fellas. Watch or listen.
I challenge you as a believer, let that power get out.
Blind people received their sight. People have been carried in. We're healed. Nobody touched them. Nobody laid a hand on them. We just praised the Lord and spoke the word of faith, and God began to heal the people.
Here's a fish.
Yeah, let's go! Oh my gosh, he's a pig. He landed inside.
He kept me from. God, look how massive this is.
The Casting Faith Podcast.
Push on.
No,
All right, fellas. Well, welcome back to the Casting Faith Podcast. We have none other than John Miller as our guest today, and joining me today as my co-host, David Himes. Now, you might be wondering, all right, guys, calm down. Wow. You might be wondering where my co-host is, Brother Sean, and we're just going to say that Sean is taking some time with the family. Say prayer for him. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's fine. But today, and for the next few episodes, David Himes is the co-host of the Casting Faith Podcast. So welcome to the show.
man, good to be back.
What's new, fellas?
Oh, man, a lot. I just feel like summer has been so busy.
Dude,
Gone quick.
Yeah.
man, 100%. I feel like from camps to Congress to event after event after event, things have just been rapidly going. And I don't know, do you guys remember when we were little, when you would go to like your friend's house or even drive to the church and it felt like ages trying to get to where you were supposed to go? Like I remember driving, we lived in Ravenna, and I went from Ravenna to Talmadge, and that is a 30-minute drive, 30-minute drive tops, as if you're like going slow. And I remember thinking it was like a 3-day vacation trip trying to get to church. And then the older I got, I'm like, that was only 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
And like now I drive that every day just to get to work. And so it's just weird how time is, like that perspective of time changes over time. When you're young, you think things take forever. And when you're old, you're like, slow down.
Yeah.
Like Kendall's going into kindergarten. And that's a tough one. And she's my youngest, and so that's wild. She's already at kindergarten. So that blows my mind. And I'm like just remembering, we were looking at old photos the other day, and it was like, wow, look how fast it's going. Slow down. And I'm like, when I'm younger, I was like, go, speed up. And now I'm like, slow down. And I'm like, it's just weird how that works.
Everybody always tells you when you're young that life goes by fast, but I don't think you realize it, especially for me at least, until you had kids. And once you have kids, it's like life hits fast forward. It's like everything is on 2 times speed. It's so fast. Summer goes by quick, winter goes by quick, and then another year is just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild that it's wild how you can be told a truth your whole life and you're like, okay.
Right.
And then when you're living it, it's like, wow, they were right. But it's also like when you're hearing it the first 700 times, you're like, all right, like I get it.
Okay, get me to 17,
Yeah.
my license.
Yeah, I just want to be free and drive. And now I'm like, I remember not
I
paying.
have to get groceries for
I have to pay a mortgage, car payment, phone payment, insurance. What is this? Which is cars are the worst. Like, that whole process, like it's the worst investment. We've probably talked about this before. It's like one of the worst investments that you can make.
Yeah, but also one of the best investments.
Yeah.
But you have to make it.
You're riding your bike.
Right.
So, I mean,
gotta
get a horse.
Yeah, I have a couple friends in that community.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They share the same last name.
Yeah. Almost said Miller time. And nope.
Yeah.
I
They
did.
ride around their 2-horse-powered buggies.
Yeah. They're friends with the Yoders.
Yeah.
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 But going back to time, isn't it so weird? Like we've been told that all our lives, and now we're to the point where we wake up earlier than we ever have.
Yeah.
We go to sleep later than we ever have, and yet we still don't have enough time.
Right.
Adulthood.
It's crazy. It's crazy how that's such a shift. And like, there's it's wild. Like, this is a quote from a show. The show is slipping my head, but it's pretty famous. So this isn't me saying this, but I can't remember what it's from. And it was a character, and it was towards the end of the show, and he said, "I wish there was a time that you could know that you were in the good old days before you were out of them."
That's The Office.
Is it? There it is.
Andy.
Oh, yeah, Andy. And that sounds so profound coming from that show, you know? But like, it's like, wow, yeah, like that's food for thought. I wish there was a time you could think that you could know that you're in the good old days before you were out of them. And it's true.
I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Parks and Rec's better than The Office.
Yeah.
Hot topic.
It sounded good. It sounded good when you said it.
Well, just kidding. I made up all of that. But I wish there was. I wish there was a way to know. And like, man, looking back at just being a kid, it was nice. The ignorance was nice, but now it's crazy. So man, anything new going on? Has anybody fished at all recently?
Yeah, I mean, I've fished, but not enough.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like in spurts, I've only been able to go out like a couple hours, you know, at a time. I haven't really. There's only been one time this whole year where I've literally set a day. I said, you know what, I'm going to fish all day. And that was me and Matt went out on our birthday, or a couple of days afterwards, somewhere around our birthday. We're like, you know what, here's a present to ourselves. Went out and fished all day. And I believe that's the last time.
Yeah.
I can't remember before that where I had a day of fishing, but it's been like a couple of hour spurts here and there. But
I went with Sean. We went and did a Monday nighter on Milton again, and I caught another smallmouth. And I think he caught 2, and we should have kept mine. And we would be going back and forth on this. I had a scoreable bass, but I hooked it. My hook set was straight through its eye. And so I completely took this fish's eye out and
watch where it was going.
And he was like, yeah. But I set the hook on this fish, and I'm like, yes, I got one. I get it in the boat, and it's a scoreable bass, but the eye is just like on the side of my spoon, and I'm like, I pulled it right out of its socket. And I'm like, oh, and Sean's like, it's gonna die, just let it go. I'm like, no, dude, it's probably gonna live. It's just the eye. I didn't get it in the gills. But like, if you keep a fish in your live well and it dies, it's like a 1 pound penalty. And so the whole night I was thinking, man, I should have kept that fish, but we're going to catch a bunch more. No big deal. Except I didn't get another bite the whole day. That was the only fish I caught.
Did you keep its eye?
On my lure, 2/5 ounce little Cleo.
Its eye was your prize.
It was my prize. Speaking of prizes,
like stayed on your lure?
No, no.
I mean, that'd be cool if you'd have caught him fish with the eye.
Yeah. Well, I think I had several bites, but that was the only one that I caught. And the night there was 20 some boats in that tournament, so they paid up to 6th place, and I think we would have been in the money, not if I would have kept that fish, but if we would have caught anything above 13 inches, we would have probably been in the money. Just one more.
Pretty sure that winter, I think I heard a report that the winter had caught the biggest bass that they had caught was one with one eye.
No, yeah. Well, I think the biggest bass, I think it was a 3 or 4 pounder that night. And so that just puts it into perspective of like, and it was like, I don't even know if that guy won. Like the combination weight. So 6th place was only like 2.7 pounds was 6th place.
Wow.
So like 3 1-pounders would have put you in the money. So we were close, but it just, the whole night, I'm like, Sean, we should have kept it. We would have maybe like scored, but no.
I mean, not even the whole night. I mean, it's still going on.
Yeah. So
they don't let him live that down.
No, but it was it was like barely scoreable. It was a dink. So it is what it is, but it was still a fun experience. David, you've been fishing at all?
I haven't actually all summer, other than that trout release in spring that they did at Wingfoot.
Yeah.
I've just been busy, man.
Yeah.
With everything going on with the car and my wife's business and work and baseball, now football. And
yeah.
Steelhead season is on the horizon. I am excited.
I'm so
very excited.
I can't wait. We talk about this a lot, but man,
just being on the Grand. I can't wait until like I know it's tough because everybody loves their hot summers. Which is a hot one.
I'm the guy.
But I'm ready. I'm ready to be on the river, you know? Like I'm ready for the fall to be here so I can fish for steelhead.
I'm interested to see what the river looks like though when we get up there, because it has been a very dry summer. Not only has it been hot, but we have not had a lot of rain. So I'm interested to see what it looks like right now.
Well, we learned last time, one of the days we went where it was super not favorable and Sean caught like 5 on rooster tails.
True.
So it was like super low and the turbidity was bad. It wasn't ideal conditions whatsoever.
It was a white rooster tail too.
Yeah. So it's like, for me, I can't remember who, it might have been you. I was like, hey, I'm going to start going in September. I know that they're probably not going to be steelhead there, but there 100% will be
so
smallmouth there.
Last season, I went in mid-September. Well, probably early. I went earlier than I should have gone. There was steelhead in the river. Like they were splashing all around me, but nothing was biting. And then I walked up. I had this stretch of river by myself. Dude, thick Russian accent, walks up and not even 10 feet from me, and just is chain smoking, like cigarette after cigarette after cigarette after cigarette, and to the point where like I couldn't take it anymore. Just the whole stretch of river. He's 10 feet from me, just chain smoking cigarettes. I wasn't hooking anything. It was a frustrating day.
That's tough.
Was he pulling them in?
No, but he was just using a bobber. I don't even know if he was steelhead fishing. He was using a bobber and a worm.
He was
probably not. He was just out there to
chain smoke.
Yeah.
He wanted company.
Yeah.
He just
come fish with me, comrade. What would you like? No, sir. That's the worst though. When you get out on your spot and there's a bunch of people, like it's one thing when it's your buddies, but you get somewhere and then it's even worse when it's somebody like that. It's like, come on, man. Like you're just trying to be out there away and get fishing and then something like that happens. That's tough. That's tough.
We have some exciting news. We have officially partnered with Backbone Coffee. That's right. Casting Faith, Backbone Coffee, partnering together to bring good coffee to your morning routine. Whether you're out on the water or in everyday life or working the graveyard shift, Backbone Coffee is for you.
It is. Try it out. It's awesome. Check the link in the description.
John, you caught a big, there is no photo of this fish, but why don't you tell your story?
It's a legend.
Well, it was interesting enough that I had just listened to the episode with Craig and Troy, and he was telling about his bowfin catch and his experience there. And I was like, okay, I never caught one. So we went to thank you, brother. We went to, thanks for the fact investment. Went to a spot I've never been before, as far as on the other side of Mogador, and great spot for, you're like, okay, I'm going to throw some topwater frogs or anything like that. Or you can go for the things that never let me down, the wacky rig. Throwing that, Matt was hitting almost every cast. He was pulling stuff in, whether it be a grass or a bass, but you know, he was hooking stuff. And then, you know, I throw my little wacky worm, watermelon, pumpkin seed, red flake. That is a great worm color to do on your wacky rig. But man, it was on its way down. It was almost to the bottom, and all of a sudden something hit it. And I was like, okay. Well, I started reeling it in and started taking my drag. And I was like, okay, this is a big bass. I mean, it was fighting like a bass, you know, and I'm reeling it in. And then I got it to the top right there by the boat. And when it saw us, it dove back down, and it didn't come up just enough where I couldn't tell it was a bass, but something looked a little off. I'm like, what is this thing? I still didn't know what it was. And I'm like, and then Matt saw the fish at the same time I did, and he's like, oh, the net, because we really don't reach for the net unless it's a bigger fish. And he's like, the net. And so he's getting the net, and it kind of get it back around, wear it out a little bit, and scoop it up into the boat. And it is a huge bowfin,
man.
And I'm like, I've never seen one before in my life. And I'm like, this is Amazing. So I'm over here, and the hook's in it pretty good. And Craig had to mention in the episode, he basically saved my finger in my hand. Your podcast did, because I listened to it, and he was explaining it all like, hey, they got pretty like sharp teeth, and I'm like, okay, I know what to expect here, but I'm gonna kind of be careful. So I'm trying to get the hook out, and while I'm getting the hook out, Matt's behind me, and I'm like, you got your phone? You got your phone? Because the whole thing, I was like, I'm gonna get a picture of this thing.
He's like, yeah.
I said,
Get your
hey,
phone
you got
out.
the camera, you got the camera, you got the phone out. He goes, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. Get pictures. He says, okay. So in my mind, he's getting pictures. And this thing is like filling up the net. And this thing is strong. It's fighting the whole time. So I'm trying to keep my hands, my fingers, same time getting my hook out. And hopefully he's snapping some pictures. Well, Craig had mentioned that the gills are kind of weird. They kind of lead up to the mouth. So I'm trying to be really careful, and it was kind of slimy, almost like a catfish. And so I get it, and I think I have it, and I'm holding it up, and I'm like, all right. And that thing just flapped so hard and went right into the thing. I was like, awesome. I was like, you got it? And he's like, no. I'm like, I've had this fish in the boat for 5 minutes. Now, mind you, all night he's catching little half-pound bass.
You get a picture.
Little minnow bass. He's got pictures of everything.
That's hilarious.
And go in a whale, and he don't even take a picture.
Good old Captain Flapdoodle.
Oh, Flapdoodle back there, flapdoodling and not taking pictures. So, which I usually, if you fish with me, I usually don't take pictures unless it's like a 4 or 5 pounder, like a bigger fish.
Yeah.
Unless like me and Matt are having competition and we're like sending in our family text.
Yeah.
Like we're out there and like, yeah, we'll do that sometimes. But we catch a minnow, we'll send a picture, for competition. But I don't take pictures of anything unless it's like a really big fish. But this was something unique. Take a picture of it.
Yeah.
And he saw me struggling.
Those aren't very common. I mean, they're in Mogador for sure. Like there's
a lot of them in Mogador.
There's a lot there, but I've not like.
I fished Mogador for 4 years now. And it's my first time catching one.
Yeah.
So even if they're in there, you're not guaranteed to hook up on one.
Everyone I know who's caught one, it's been an accident. They're fishing for bass and they accidentally caught one.
So I know, the big island, the cove right there. There's just a couple that sit back in there. Speaking of, you can go to the store and buy this.
Yeah. Only
Sure, that
and stuff. Strange Waters t-shirt. But in description.
In that little cove behind the big island, I know that there's a couple, I said steal it. A couple bowfin that sit back in there. And then you guys know that like reed island that's all like the cattails and reeds.
Yeah.
There's a couple that show them there pretty consistently too.
Yeah. I remember getting in the middle of that and they were swimming around and I'm like, if I just had a net, I could just. And then I thought, it can't be. Are they related to like the snakehead fish?
So they're really similar looking.
Yeah,
they're in the same family. That's a chat GPT.
They were really weird looking. I mean, it was a cool looking fish, but
yeah, I wonder what it tastes like. Now, why am I the one that? Because catfish is good.
I think it would be more like a
turtle.
No, I mean turtle's good, but
you're from Louisiana.
Yeah,
you'll eat anything.
Anything, no?
I'll try anything. Yeah. I'll try it.
I would eat. I don't know, because I've done catfish and I've had
catfish is awesome.
Yeah, catfish is good. Like anything that I usually catch is okay to eat. The only thing I probably wouldn't eat a
steelhead.
No, steelhead's A+ quality, S tier meat. No, the only thing that we fish around for sometimes, like carp. I wouldn't eat carp.
No,
that's what I assumed. Like maybe the bowfin would taste like.
Yeah,
because it was really slimy. It wasn't as scaly.
Yeah, but so is do they have scales, or is it more like a consistent?
They have scales.
It was more like a bat. I mean, it's
so weird, slimy
family,
kind of like a bass catfish hybrid.
Yeah,
that'd be weird.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So they got scales.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool fish for sure. That's a story. How big was it? Was it like? Let's give the classic.
It's just from video.
Yeah.
No, I mean it was big. Like you've seen my net, right? The orange net. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It couldn't fit even in the net.
Yeah.
It was hanging out the net. So I was like,
that's fun, man.
Wow, this was a big fish, and it was a fun. They fought. I mean, this bowfin fought. That was a lot of fun. I mean, what was cool about it when it came up? I mean, it dove straight back down.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I had to let it take a little bit and work it back in. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was like, I think that was my only fish of the night.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. But speaking of carp, the biggest carp I've ever seen in my life was at Mogador.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Those Amers.
Yeah.
I thought it was a dead fish,
Mm-hmm.
and like, so me and Matt like went over there, and it was just the very top side of this carp just sitting there, and it was the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, they look like logs when they float up on the surface like that. I paddled over to one, the first one I saw when I first got my kayak, probably 5 or 6 years ago, and paddled over. I thought it was a log. I was getting ready to hit it with my paddle, and it dove down. And
Yeah.
scared me.
Yeah.
Bro, every time I see those, I think it's like a log in the water,
Mhm.
you know? And I will go, oh, maybe it can, you know, on the kayak, I don't have spot lock or anything like that. So sometimes I use like a brush anchor, or like I tie myself off to like some drift log or something and like hang out in that spot. And it's like a fish, and you tap it and it's just like, boom. It's like little cows of the reservoir, you know?
Yeah.
It's like weird. And yeah, Jeff would probably know. We're going to have Jeff on soon.
Yeah.
He'd probably give us some history on all of that, but I don't think they stock those at all. I think those are just all
So they did
ancient.
initially, I think, in like to try and control the weed population in the lake, the reservoir, and they just kind of didn't really do what they were supposed to, and just kept growing. And since there's no predator, they don't.
Yeah, instead of eating all the weeds in the spring.
Yeah.
Goodness,
Man,
that's a tough reservoir to fish in the like late spring. Unless you're doing strictly top water.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough.
yeah, it's tough. But I'm fully I'm counting down the days to get on the Grand River. Like I'm gonna go a ton.
I'm excited about it. I got my
Waders.
yeah, I've got my waders all ready to go, but I just purchased a fly rod.
Oh, nice.
Well, at the very end of the season last year, didn't even get to go out with it, but
I would love to. I think that's like a 40-year-old me thing to get into.
I thought that was too until I went out and I did it.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
I tied a couple flies last year.
Yeah,
Just steelhead flies. They're bigger, but
no hate on it for sure. I'd probably be something that I will get into, but right now I'm just like, I got $100 worth of little Cleos in my Fish USA cart online.
yeah,
Like, I'm ready to go. Like this early, we learned last year that the earlier in the season is when you go rooster tails and spoons, and then as it progresses, you go floating jigs and eggs or whatnot, and that's how like I'm fairly confident I can catch 9 fish in September.
I'll just be the guy that's floating, right? Just to see what's biting for you guys. Like I'll be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
You know?
But I know that I know that there's smallmouth.
Yeah.
Which I've eaten. I got somebody, Sean, in the middle of the tournament, like weighing in, this lady goes, there's like this older couple along the road watching us like all weighing our fish and stuff. And they're like, wow, this is incredible. How much is it per person? And Sean's telling them. And she goes, now, do they fry these fish up? Do you guys eat bass? And Sean goes, this guy does. And I'm like, dude, you're going to get me jumped. Like
It's everything.
most people don't. But like, I'm not like going to Mogador thinking, let me fill my cooler so I can fill my freezer with largemouth, you know? It's like I'll eat them. They're good.
Well,
They're not bad.
when we go,
I might eat them.
we catch enough of them.
All right.
We're gonna fry them up,
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, we're going to go next week.
and we'll send pictures to David.
Yeah. So a lot of people who heavily do not like that I eat bass, but
fishing.
it's not, yeah, that too. But it's not like my go-to. I would rather catch 30 crappie.
Yeah.
Or I'd rather catch perch or something like that, or walleye or anything like that. But I'm gonna go with they're not bad. I think it's purely the sportsmen people that get up in arms about that. This is gonna get me canceled. Anyways,
I grew up in Louisiana, man. Like you said before, we eat everything.
Yeah.
But bass, I mean, man, we eat bass. Like,
a little oil, little Cajun seasoning, you know.
hey, little Saturday's fish fry, pre-season,
Mm.
pre-season Saturday's fish fry. find at your local Meijer, local Walmart.
Bro, so there's this guy. He was on Alone. I think it was season 3. Zach Fowler. He won season. I think it's season 3 of Alone. It was I think it was the Patagonia one, which I love Alone. You need to revisit Alone.
Yeah, I need to try it again.
But it was
Good show.
He won this. He ended up winning the season, but he does YouTube full time now, and all kinds of different catch and cooks challenges. He does like these Gayutaku paintings, which is like a print of the fish that you catch. Like you put it in squid ink and then press it, and then it makes a perfect picture of the
But
fish.
why squid ink?
It's edible. I think that's why. So not hazardous, but they're really cool
So you're
looking.
eating a painting?
No, you like wash it off, and then you
It's
cut
edible
the fish
over.
up. You cut the fish up. You don't want
Remember
like
the
poison in your meat.
what was it? Was it fruit roll-ups that had the little tag?
Yeah, I bet that was squid ink too.
Yeah, sure. That was actually
That was red dye 40.
Yeah, red dye 40. RFK was like,
your ballpoint pen.
we got to get that out of there. I'm not gonna do an RFK impression. Anyways, he's like, no, we gotta get those. Don't do it. Don't of the fruit roll-ups, but I can't believe he just did that.
That's pretty good.
Well, I like him. Anyways, I'm glad that we're getting that garbage out of our food. But anyways, Fowler has this seasoning. It's called Wadobo. And he has different flavors of it. So it's good on everything. I put it on the burgers. I put it on the fish. Put it in the fish fry. It's really good. And then Ace's First Cast is another. I like the YouTuber stuff because you're not going to get it in the stores.
Yeah.
They put a little bit more time and passion into it. Ace's First Cast is a Cajun style seasoning. It's really good.
That's interesting. I like, I don't know what the base is, but like Zatarain's is like a cornmeal base. So like people with gluten allergies and stuff, they can eat it with no problem. So it's a really
RFKs on that too. Hopefully we'll get some better bread in here in America.
Yeah.
I know my wife's sourdough is, I don't think we buy bread in a long time. We just keep eating the sourdough.
I would rather, the gluten-free bread, we need to do something. Like,
It's tough.
It is.
I would rather not eat anything than eat gluten-free bread. It's like a sponge.
Yeah, and I think for me, I'm looking at the donut from this morning over there. I'm still hungry. Anyways,
It's not gluten-free.
That's not gluten-free.
There's
Anything.
lots of glutens in it.
Bread is like the delivery mechanism for the meat and the cheese, you know? For me, I don't need bread. The only bread I'm like, that's amazing is Cane's.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the Texas toast from Cane's, which I hate to tell you, John, Huey Magoo's has beaten Cane's. No. 100%. It was, dude, there's this place
First
called
of all, let's
Huey
start with,
Magoo's.
I ordered the certain sauce that I wanted, and I got the wrong sauce. Cane's would have never done that.
Yeah, because there's only one sauce.
That's all you need. That's my point. You know?
Hey, Huey Magoo's was cane sauce and it was better.
Did you say it was cane sauce?
But it was better than
See?
cane sauce.
Yeah.
If not, even if it wasn't better, it was the exact same sauce.
It wasn't
Listen.
the exact same. I will say it was good.
It was really good.
Chick-fil-A is the Lord's chicken.
Ooh.
I like Chick-fil-A too,
Look,
but
the
Huey
Lord-
Magoo's,
The Lord.
Huey Magoo's might be the apostolic version of Chick-fil-A. It was really good.
No, Cane's is the devil went down to Georgia.
No.
Raising Cain. Let's see.
It's
Which of Adam's
Raising
son
Cain?
killed Seth? No, Seth.
Wasn't Abel.
My theology is off.
Abel didn't kill Abel.
Yeah.
Seth was too late.
Hey, there you go. Thank you.
You're welcome. I
Cain.
saved you.
Cain. Raising. You really want to raise Cain, or do you want to raise Abel?
How about the big?
We need to open up our
I
own
don't think anybody
chicken
wants to raise
place
Abel
and
either.
call it Raising Abel. Just run Cain's right out of there.
But didn't Cain kill Abel? That's a bad business model.
Yeah, that's true.
All
can wait on it.
All I'm saying is, if you want fresh chicken fingers, go to Cane's. If you want frozen
bad.
food, they did a study on the amount of ingredients in a Chick-fil-A
Bro, this is a faith podcast and you're going to go after.
grilled nugget.
He's going.
And there was like 25 ingredients in a grilled nugget. Why is there 25 ingredients in a grilled nugget that's frozen? They're compensating. It's probably lab-grown chicken.
Yeah. Well,
Accusation. Listen, though, you said the Abel thing. Can you imagine if you made a chicken place and called it Seth's and people were like, who's Seth? And you had to explain that. That'd be awful.
oh, that's funny.
We're full of ideas.
I think we got 30 minutes in. We're still on the chicken. But Seth would make a better chicken company, I guess. No, but that's not a bad idea. Put it up there. Never mind. I'm not going to reveal my business ventures. I got ideas. Yeah. You know,
I got
Seth's
ideas.
chicken from Charlie.
Charlie. What y'all know about spoons and
So
tubes?
who's Seth?
But I like fried fish, and I've eaten all of them. I've eaten bass. I have not had carp. I have not had.
I don't ever desire to.
No, I think that's a survival situation. If I'm dying, or if I'm on a loan or something, or Survivor,
I might just tap out for it.
I would eat carp if I was on Survivor. Same with sheep's head. Have you seen that, bro? I watched a video of a guy who caught a sheep. It was probably Fowler. He caught a sheep's head. Yeah, or a drum, a black drum, something close, similar species.
Buffalo.
Yeah. And he did the print of it, and then he filleted it and was going to make some catch and cook out of it. And there were worms the size of my pinky
There's
in this fish. And I'm like,
sheep's head up in Erie. I've caught him up there.
Sean caught one at Grand.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he caught one at Grand, and I'm like, and he was like, oh man. And I'm like, dude, that's a big fish. Like, I still get excited no matter what it is. But I don't know.
We need to take a Casting Faith podcast trip to Louisiana.
Let's do it. We actually, Cam from Backbone has invited us to do an episode from their roastery.
Well, that'd be cool.
Backbone Coffee, and that's in Louisiana.
I'll be a tour guide down there.
So yeah.
So I want to invite
Make
myself
that
to the trip
happen.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
All you can join us. Yeah.
I say if that happens, we got to go for alligator gar.
Dude, the alligator gar and the snakehead too are down there, aren't they?
So
you touch an alligator?
which is
I'll
interesting.
punch an alligator right in its snout. I'll be the alligator hunter. I'm gonna die.
Before she's
Got the security guard from
We got all fucked
NYC.
up.
yeah.
I'm about to hit that. No,
Listen,
we already talked about
I
it.
was
This
there.
is a
I was
debunked
a witness.
situation.
I don't know about debunk.
Debunked.
I don't know.
It's fake news.
If you didn't know, Charlie was a wrestler in high school, so he did not forget his moves. That's for sure. And then he did like some kind of like celebration move afterwards.
Here we
That was
go.
interesting.
Here we go.
But
5-star frog
if we
splash
go,
off the top.
my dad.
Oh, all right.
That was over.
Hulk Hogan.
I know. Speaking of wrestling, John, I'm not letting this live. We've talked. Sean roasted me for like 30 minutes last episode.
I want to hear this story. I want to hear it, John.
Go.
Oh, about the security guard.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Since you don't know what he's talking about, so you know we already talked about the bus driver Kathy dropping us off like 6 football fields away, and it was hot that day. We were walking
You get the name dropper too.
through.
So, bro, Kathy looked like Hey Arnold's grandma. She was.
Kathy was probably one of our best bus drivers. We like ran over a couple curbs. And
She
everybody's
said-
like, well, I'm like, listen, it's either her run over a curb or we're walking a long distance. Keep running over them. You know what I mean? Like,
She said, "Yeah, they tell me that I'm a part of the geriatric division." And I went, "Oh,
yeah,
she was the sweetest person though.
she was awesome.
She was great. She got
So
us.
what'd you do to the security guard?
Damn.
Oh man. So we're walking along this long corridor, okay? And then we get to the convention center on the other side of the convention center, and there's nothing but like windows. So you're seeing everybody, you're walking, and you're looking at all these people in the AC, just walking around comfortable, and you're like hot, ready. The sun's beating down on you. Just keep walking. You're trying to find a door to go in, and finally, doors that are opening. And what is there, like 22 of us make it through or something like that? Through these doors that are open, and all of a sudden the security guards step in. It's like, no, someone apparently on the inside had opened these doors that were locked and was letting people in.
See, I didn't even know that. We had
Yeah, and it was like, it wasn't just us, it was other youth groups and stuff. Well, all of us were in except 2 people. And security guards was like, no, you got to go around. And I mean, when he said around, like I said, it's all glass. You can see it's just like 3 feet around the corner, you know, like just right around the corner. And my man here is like, absolutely not. These 2 are with me, and either you let them come or it's going to go down. I mean, he said a lot more words than that, but that's what he meant.
No.
And
A lot more words.
the security guard's eyes got really, really big.
He wants me to put the hurt on him.
Hey. And like, as I'm seeing this, all right, to be honest with you, I can tell that he did not see the other door. So
Thank you. Thank you.
So I was walking back to just say, let's just go outside with, you know, to go around. But I didn't have to do it because this guy had it handled. Security guard's eyes are growing bigger and bigger.
It's about to give him the sweet chin music.
Oh, man. And like after, like, it was so fast that he was like pile driving to the ground.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
I didn't even know what happened. Like, and then like we were in and gone. We were already like in the exhibit center, you know, shopping around. I'm pretty sure I saw some EMTs rush by.
Oh my word.
And 12 hours later, the guy was on a neck brace.
State of Indiana.
So what was nice about this though is the guy is not a quitter. He was back at a station in a neck brace.
Good for him.
And I don't know if the neck brace was from the pile drive or the hug that he gave him afterwards.
So the mere fact that I'm at this table says that that's not what really happened.
He's on the run.
No, he forgave. He didn't press it.
No, I got upset because we went to this one. Kathy had dropped us off, and we went to this one one door that they were letting everybody in it. And he's like, "Nope, you guys gotta walk around the block and go to those doors." And we're like, "All right, cool, thanks, sir." And then we went around and we did that walk through the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to the next set of doors that everyone's going through. And our whole group gets in, except for 2 students who I'll tell you later. And these 2 students were the ones that you don't want lost in Indianapolis. And so everyone's getting through the door. And then all of a sudden the security is like, no, you guys got to stop. And he's like, you got to go through those doors down. And he starts saying the same thing that the first guy said. And I didn't know this center. I did not know where the doors were. Now, mind you, turned out that they were like 10 steps down the sidewalk. It wasn't another block. I was thinking maybe it's another block away. And so I run over and I'm like, no, wait. I said, those are our students. That's a minor. We can't let them walk out there by themselves. You got to let them come through this door. You guys are, I'm like upset, frustrated because these 2 were just kind of like out there in their own little world, walking down the street, not following the group. And so he let them through, and I was like, man, you guys got to get it. I was frustrated. Now I'm sleep deprived. We had a slew of other situations on this trip that weren't, ideal. And I was like, he let them through. And then I went back after and I was like, hey man, I'm really sorry. I said, I shouldn't have yelled at you. I can't let these 2 just wander around the streets. I didn't know the doors were right there. I'm really sorry. And he was like, oh, that's okay. And he was like, it's fine. And we're like, no big deal. And the guy was our age.
And that's when you drop kick.
And then I turned heel and sweet Jimmy. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, I think it was like 3 people had to help him up.
And so, of course, it was the running joke of the whole weekend. And then the next day, completely different security guard is at that door. He's in his he's got to be in his 50s or 60s, and he's got a bald head like the radio guards out of. He's got a neck brace on, and so it's like a whole thing.
Charlie gave him the old 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yeah,
John Cena.
Yep, Tombstone pile drive. No,
it was pretty impressive. I
just didn't want to lose our students.
You didn't.
They'll stay with us. So
I lost a security guard.
Yeah.
On that detail, but
kept the World Heavyweight Championship.
They had definitely stepped up their security for this event, and I'm like, I don't know if this is all net. Like,
I don't know. There's all that going on.
I guess it was just a lot.
I'd rather that than the latter.
Yeah, same.
They did a really good job.
$7 a water bottle. That was fun.
It did. Oh,
thank you.
It was a lot, but all the girls made sure they had their see-through person.
Yeah, clear person.
Yeah.
Whoever.
That's like an NFL stadium thing.
And that's what it was. Mm-hmm. They were following the stadium rules, so it's fine.
Which I think it was fine. Our group was prepared for that. Everything went well.
Yeah. It was good.
So it was good.
Jimmy John's was all good. We had options. We had options
for sure.
Speaking of options, you ever been fishing and
yes,
you don't have the lure that you want? You got the yeah, we've been fishing. You ever been fishing and you not have the lure that you want?
I have a great story on this when you're done.
You don't have the lure that you want, and it's like bare minimum, and you don't have worms or whatever, and you're just scrounging around trying to figure out what's left in your tackle box to use. Well, this guy from Texas, he's out fishing and he doesn't have anything that he needs bait wise. And so he goes to his car and he looks around his car and he finds an old chicken nugget sitting on the floor. Now, for a lot of people, that's like, why is there chicken nuggets on your floor? But if you have kids, you'd be surprised. I just cleaned out the van the other day. You'd be surprised what you find underneath the seats of your car. Well, this guy finds an old Chicken McNugget and he puts it on the hook and he throws it out there. And he catches a record fish on a chicken nugget.
I feel like this is where Sean would be like, see, McDonald's.
Yeah. So like he catches a 7-pound largemouth on a chicken nugget.
Oh, wow.
This is in Texas. Now that would have won us that tournament, but like I've thrown some strange things out in the water hoping. I remember when we were younger, we were huge into catfishing, and I had this old protein tub, and it was like some protein from GNC, and we threw a bunch of chicken liver in there. We threw garlic powder. We were putting the Zatarain seasoning in there. We were just twisting it and mixing it, Kool-Aid packets, and I just put it all in this whey protein bucket, and I set it in the garage and left it out there.
Ugh. I can still smell it.
Because they say the stinkier the better, you know? And then we opened it one time and we were like, nope. And then I'm pretty sure it stayed in the garage and just
it's still there to this day.
Or something, you know?
That's the origins of COVID.
And we're flat. No.
I didn't even think about that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. He said schmovid. Novocaine. I don't know. You said you had a story about where you went fishing and didn't have the lure.
About the story.
Yeah. More of the story is that you can catch anything. Just gotta go fish, you know?
I did that.
You just gotta go.
I did it.
I'm not gonna catch something not fishing.
He used Seth's chicken.
Yeah.
No, not happening. What I did is we're in Louisiana, and this is when I first started dating Ashlyn.
Mm-hmm.
And so went down to Louisiana, and Drew and then Christian came down, and we went to this local river, and my cousin was there. Raymond, I'm going to send you this podcast when it airs so you can
shout out to Raymond.
Yeah.
Hey, Raymond.
So
everybody loves you.
Everybody loves Raymond. And then so him and his family was there, and they had fishing poles, and we were like, hey, let's go fishing. He's like, I got all this stuff. So we went down to the river, and we're fishing, and we're not catching anything. The Boga Chitto River is like really swift.
You guys say that at one time.
Boga Chitto.
Huh?
Boga Chitto.
Slow it down.
Boga Chitto.
Okay.
Boga Chitto.
Okay. He said that super fast.
Boga Chitto.
Boga Chitto.
It's really swift. It's a great floating river if you're into that thing. If you're into drowning, there's like a lot of drowning.
Say you're in drought.
You don't get to do that once, my man.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody should be into drowning. Just for all the listeners out there, don't be into
drowning.
Air is good.
You need help. Like a snorkel. But this is a great river to get in trouble. But we were out there fishing, and somehow, I don't know if I was using Raymond's like broken one already, but I ended up with just a string fishing line
in there
and a hook. That's all I had.
That's all you need, bro.
That's all I had. And like, mind you, we haven't caught anything. Because shout out Raymond, all you were doing was throwing mud at me the whole time.
I remember that.
He's my older cousin. So, you know, I'm a grown man at this point. He is a growner man at this point,
yeah.
But yet I am still his younger cousin. So he's taking his mud and just slinging it on me. He's taking his feet and slinging it on me. The mud going everywhere. And I'm like, stop it, you know? And then finally, I'm throwing out this just hook. I don't have nothing. I don't even have the bait, nothing to put on it. And Christian's like, bro, if you catch a fish with that line, you can marry my sister.
Ooh.
So.
And the Lord knew.
I took that hook and line, and like we're casting out in the river, but there's this like little
hook
water.
R.I.P. Raymond.
Raymond had to tell me if he remembers this or not, but there's like some like trees overlooking this like a little pool of water that's out of it's just pulling there. There's no movement in that water or anything. It's like, oh, you know, there's probably some brim or bluegill there. I'm like, let me see it. It might be a little bed or something. And I flipped it in there. And I hurried up and I just reeled in a nice little sunfish.
Nice.
And I just celebrated 10 years of marriage in May.
All the dowry for Sister Ashlyn was just one bluegill.
One fish.
Way to go.
Well, that was her brother.
Yeah,
her brother.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
So
That's so cool. And yeah, the Lord knew. It's like the story in the Bible where like they were like in tax trouble, needed some money.
yeah,
And God was like, go fishing. And there was a coin in the mouth of the fish. Like, Lord,
Christian, they didn't.
I'm still waiting on that coin to show up in this.
You know, I've never heard it put as the disciples were in tax.
I'm just saying. I don't know if that's accurate. I'm just saying.
They were being audited.
Yeah. So, but it's cool. That's a fun story, man. I heard Raymond was a pretty annoying fella back then, huh?
Oh, he's
Maybe don't send this to Raymond, John.
Oh, I'm sending to Raymond. Raymond knows. Raymond used to.
I mean, Raymond, no hate. I
Hey,
like
we're
to
not gonna
throw.
say
I like
this.
to throw some mud at John. Make
Let's just
fun of
say
him
this.
beating up the security guard.
Where Raymond was employed, I got to be careful not to get him in trouble here.
Oh.
Where Raymond was employed, he
Raymond, you got answers?
he used to position himself in a car while Matt and I were on our way home from school, which was usually going over the speed limit. We don't do that anymore.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, he was sitting there and we came through and there were flashing lights involved. And we were going to make it to our house before he can turn around. We made it to the house, and needless to say, we got there. We like leaned our seats way back, like we weren't in the car anymore. And Raymond pulled in, and he's looking everywhere, like where are they at? Where are they at? And then we made a mistake of looking up, and he saw our heads pop up. And I don't know if you know this. I don't know if it's still the case or not, but when you have a taser and you deploy that taser, like it's logged or whatever. But if you take that cartridge like out, like you can still hold it to someone.
Oh yeah,
still tase.
still charged.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened.
I've never been tased, but you remember them pens that you could, like a flight, and you ever do that?
This hurt a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been electrocuted one time. I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry, but one time in the house that we were growing up, there was like this sconce on the wall, and it didn't have a light bulb in it for whatever reason. It never did. And me and my sister just stick our fingers in there and just, and it would electrocute you. Explains a lot, probably, but you know, y'all got to learn one way or the other. Remember Jared stuck his thumb in there once and got a little bit of a electric shock, but you know, never been tased though.
Well, as he opened the door, he's like, "Like it don't hurt." And I'm like, "What?" And like I had jeans on.
John's like,
And I was like, "That wasn't that bad." And then there's Matt. He's got like wind pants on.
oof.
Raymond chased him down, and
Oh, I touched an electric fence once.
it was yeah. Never grab it. You got to tap it on the back of your hand.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, my grandpa used to just walk up like, "Not working," and we're like, "Oh." Yeah, it was working. Yeah, but anyway, then Matt, he used to show up at our house like we're going to be waking up to go to school, and he'd sneak at Matt's room and yeah,
Raymond's just tasing you.
Guys,
I don't even know. You need to send him up here. I've never met Raymond.
Comments.
So
He yeah, he's a fisherman. He hunts. He used to duck hunt a lot.
was he one of the ones that were throwing bricks at deer?
No.
Yeah. He was probably the one, you know.
That was not family.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good
That
to
was not family.
But you know, so like we've all been out there with stuff that we didn't need, or we didn't have the lures that we needed. We were trying to fish. We're trying to catch something, right? Like trying to catch what our target species was, or just trying to be out, trying to catch fish. As simple as that. Like we've sometimes done tournaments, or sometimes like a brotherly competition or whatever. But you go out and sometimes you just don't have what you need. And then sometimes you do have what you need and you're out there all night long. You don't catch anything. And that was kind of my experience at this tournament. It makes me think of the story in the Bible. I think it's Luke chapter 5, where the disciples, I believe it was Peter, was out fishing, and he was fishing all night, and they didn't catch anything. And they had their techniques. Sometimes when you're young, you read this story and you think, They had some fishing lines or fishing boats. They were professional fishers. This was their livelihood. This is what they did for a living. This is what put food on the table. That smallmouth in the Zatarans, this is what got them the dinner, the fish fry, and this is how they made their living off of this. And they were out all night, and Jesus had been teaching, and he saw that at the water's edge that there were 2 boats, and this was Simon Peter. He was out on the water, and he got into one of the boats so he could be heard speaking, because they didn't have these microphones back then. He got out there to be heard, and he asked to go a little bit further out, and he had taught the people from the boat. And when he had finished speaking, he said to Peter, he said, "Why don't you go out to the deep water?" Which I don't know why, like, my mindset is deeper water, bigger fish, Sometimes that's true, sometimes that's not. He said, go out into the deep water, and he said, let down your nets for a catch. And this is the point where, like, if you've been fishing all day and all night and you're getting nothing, like, we joke, last cast, there's never a last cast. You keep casting.
Yeah.
But the last thing you want to do after having a terrible day of fishing is go back out and fish again in
Sounds
that
like
same
you're fishing
spot.
West Branch.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so, but his response wasn't like, no, we've done this all night and we're not going to do that. He listened. He did say, we've worked hard all night and we haven't caught anything. This was work to them. It wasn't just for fun. He's like, we did this all night. Nothing. There's nothing out here. And he said this though, but at your word, I will let down the nets. And so when he did this, he obeyed Jesus and he let down his nets. And the Bible says that they caught so much fish that they had to call the other boat over. And the nets began to break because of how many fish were in there. And I've heard studies on this that say that this would have been like enough fish for them to retire. Like the amount of value that was in the fish would have been enough for them to at least obviously pay off their debts. And they could have retired off of it.
Is it a type of tuna?
Yeah. Like very valuable, something crazy.
Valuable fish.
Yeah, but there were so many that they would have made them very wealthy. And their response, though, when they get to the shore, they realize who was in the boat with them was actually God. And when God spoke to them and said, drop your nets, follow me, and I'll make you fishers of men. And so they let go. On that day, they let go of their earnings. They let go of the value there, and they dropped it all to pursue something more meaningful for God. And so sometimes you're out there and you're casting, you're working so hard to accomplish something that you're trying to do. And God will let you accomplish that, but then he'll say, okay, wait, I have something bigger for you. I have something different planned for you. And as like the Bible part of today is just sometimes we get in our own head trying to create our own futures and try to create our own plans and trying to like we're all fathers here. We want our children to be set up for success. We want our careers to go well. We want everything that we do, we want it to be blessed. But sometimes we need to sit back and ask ourselves, what is God asking me to do? And so and I believe he'll let us accomplish great things, but also we're supposed to be fishers of men.
Yeah.
So that's the Bible portion of today. You guys have probably heard that story a bunch, huh?
Yeah. Like, the different accounts too, like your account, like I think Luke 5 and then in John 21, it's the same story, but from a different little perspective there, you got, it just kind of reminds you that there's like a human element to it too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand that this was their job, but too a little bit humors me to think about, like in John 21:3, Simon Peter saith to them, I go a fishing. All right.
I'm going fishing.
I go a fishing.
Yeah.
And they said to him, we also go with thee.
Yeah.
All right. And then like they went forth and entered into a ship immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they must have some very understanding wives to not even ask permission. They're like, hey, I'll go with you. And they enter the ship immediately. And they didn't just go, they went all night.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like, hey, they had to either apologize later on for not asking permission or especially not bringing any fish home. Can you imagine? But yeah, it's pretty amazing how, like, you don't go fishing not expecting to catch anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of the worst feelings is getting skunked.
Man. And that's what was happening to them.
Yeah.
And then they achieve it. And God's like, yeah, but there's more.
Yeah.
Well, you're actually going to do this for people. Like, you're going to actually reach people for the kingdom. You're going to do something more meaningful than catch fish for your whole life. And so it's like one of those, it's an incredible story. And it doesn't just apply to fishing. I think, like, even with this podcast, you know, like, I want it to be successful. I want it to go as far as we can go. I want it to be. I had a student ask me who listens to our show, shout out to, and I'm not going to say his name, but shout out to the student who's watching the show right now. He's like, did you get your play button yet? I'm like, no, buddy, you need 1 million subscribers to get that. But hopefully one day, like, I want that play for sure. Like, we want that. We want the success that comes with that. But for me, the bigger thing here is I want one person to come to God from the show. If it's just one, like, if I can just get one person to see that, you know, you can live for God and have fun.
Yeah.
You can live for God and be blessed. You can still have entertainment. You can still have fun stories and good brotherhood, and you can still live for God. And if I can do that, then this is all that matters, you know, to me.
Yeah. I think that you guys do a really good job on the show. Just bringing people on, having great laughs, great stories.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, a lot of people have to take this, take that, drink this, drink that to have a good time.
Yeah.
And people that are on the show, we have a great time without any other influences. Like
100%.
And there's no regrets afterwards either. What's really cool about us three sitting here, Sean, my brother, Christian, I mean, so many others, and so many others that's been on the show. We've been around each other long enough. We can look at each other when stuff is going on and notice something that's funny that's happening across the room.
Yeah.
You know, like, we understand one another.
Yeah.
We have fun in all scenarios.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Sometimes in church services, things happen. It's comical. And you could just look over and Dave and I, like, make eye contact and
start teaching from Genesis 6 and
was getting real blurry.
little smirks. But at the end of the day, serving God is amazing. It's fun.
Yeah, and I think to that too, John, and what you said, serving God, and going to Luke as well, Luke 5. One thing that we kind of overlook with that as well, we get caught up in what happened, but they were blessed because they were the avenue that God used. They allowed God to use them, and God blessed them as the avenue to be used. Sometimes it's not going to be the glorious job as well. Sometimes it's just, hey, I'm going to use your boat.
Yeah.
And they were willing, and God was able to bless that because they were willing to be used.
Yeah. 100%. Yep. And a lot of times it's not the way you think.
Right.
A lot of time we talked about this when Brother Marcus was on the episode. Sometimes it's just doing the grunt work, you know, but that's good work. That's a good work.
Yeah.
You know, it's not always the microphone or anything like that, but can you reach a soul? Like that pastor preached about it this morning. It's all comes down to revival. This is what it's all about, is revival. We just want to make an impact. And it's so funny. Like, I think this is a reach, but I feel like sometimes this show is the chicken nugget, you know, like I don't got much, but I'm going to have this podcast and maybe I'll reel in a 7-pound. Maybe somebody's life will be eternally changed by this show, even as silly as it is and as fun as it is and as lighthearted as this is. The goal is like, here, I'm just casting faith. You know, that's all this is casting faith and showing people that, you know, God has all the answers that you need is found in him. And I'm just casting that nugget out there, you know, it's all I got, but here's what it is. So,
yeah, I mean, when you air this, it goes to whomever. And what if this podcast is the only time, the first time someone's ever heard the name Jesus?
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you never know who this may reach.
Yeah. It's so cool to think about. And if for nothing else, man, I'm so glad I have, you know, 41 episodes of me talking with my friends that when I'm 60 years old, you know, I can go back and look like, oh, we were in the good old days, you know, like there it is.
It was Andy.
It was
the office.
Oh, sweet.
Right.
Yeah, it was. It was the good old days. I'm getting the good old days on video and in audio and be able to go back and listen to the time that Captain Flapdoodle didn't take the picture, you know?
Yeah, come on.
Hey, Casting Faith crew, let's talk about something that keeps us running strong. Literally, we're proud to partner with First Form, the leader in premium nutrition and supplements.
These products aren't just for gym rats, y'all. First Form has something for everyone. Whether you're in the gym, in the woods, or on the water chasing steelhead or bass, protein powders, pre-workouts, vitamins, greens, you name it, they've got it.
And here's the best part. When you shop through our link, you're directly supporting this podcast. Every order you make helps us keep doing what we love, talking faith, fitness, and fishing just for you.
So don't wait. Level up your health, fuel your passion, and support the Casting Faith podcast. Click that link and get started with First Form today.
So it's cool. But let's move on to a new segment or the same segment. I think we should let us know in the comments. Should we change the name to overrated, underrated? Because a lot of times we're not even doing overrated, underrated. Sometimes it's a fan question. Sometimes it's a story. Sometimes it's something else. That's not the right button. Nope. Yeah, that's it. But I'm not going to call it overrated, underrated. We're going to call it something else soon. But this is this segment where we talk about fan questions. Would you rather, overrated, underrated, or just a ranking thing of some sort? But this is the part of the show where we talk about that. And so I got some questions for us today. We're going to today call it the bait bucket. So this is the bait bucket segment since this is all we got. It's chicken nuggets. That's some funky music. Anyways, first question of the day is, would overrated, underrated, fishing in Crocs? The shoe.
Oh, that's all I do, man.
Underrated.
If I'm not in waders, I'm in Crocs.
Like, you're not going boots in.
If you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking.
Especially on a kayak. Is there a better shoe than Crocs?
Like
water shoes?
Me and a guy went out from church and the dock was like so busy.
Mm-hmm.
And specifically Mogador.
I love them.
Do you know where people are supposed to put their kayaks in?
Everybody was on the dock.
Yeah. So guess what? Me and my little boat, you know, we went off on the kayak.
That's hilarious.
And look, Crocs and all. You just step
get on out there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I put my feet up and all the little drain holes.
This one time a friend of ours went out in dress shoes. Just leave it there. But the best point
is this friend of ours skinned to me.
I'm not gonna, no comment. Anyways,
throw rocks when we were
he's talking about it? He's not. How did you both know that? They were like immediately. But you gotta do what you gotta do. All he had was a nugget. Okay, come to your defense. I fished in some things.
I love about him. At any moment, no matter what he's wearing, no matter what time it is, no matter if it's behind a retirement home or on the lake, the dude's ready to go fishing.
He's ready.
He's ready. If you say, let's go fishing,
let's go,
he will go fishing.
Yeah.
It wasn't always like that.
No, we made him. We made him this way. And his father-in-law, man, talked to him at Congress. He's going to come on the show. That'd be fun.
That'd be great.
But fishing in Crocs, dude, like, I don't know if there's a better thing other than like on the kayak. I like to go barefoot sometimes because I'm from Texas. And sometimes I do that, but the sunburn on your feet is the worst. So Crocs is the way to go.
Well, that's just a reminder you had a good day.
Yeah.
You know, don't think of it as, hey, this hurts.
But also, you know, step
day.
on a hook or something like that. It'd be bad. But I think Crocs is the way to go.
Crocs.
I think it's just right. That's where it needs to be.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Crocs.
That's
what I like too.
All right, John, you can speak to this next one. Bass or bank fishing over boat fishing or boat fishing over bank fishing?
Boat. I mean,
yeah. What about kayak? Kayak or boat? At your little boat, which one, or is it circumstantial for you?
Circumstantial. Well, I will say this. All right, I don't have the best back any longer, so if the kayak has a some assistance as far as battery or even pedals, I think that I would enjoy it a little more. But I was on the far side of Mogador and the wind was blowing right in my face a couple of years ago, and I was on a kayak. That was tough. Like that was tough. Versus, I think you guys, David, I don't know if you were out there, but I had my boat, with a little trailer motor on it, and I was pulling all the kayaks back to the dock. So I can't. It kind of answers itself right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm team kayak, unless I'm the one piloting the boat. I think that
fishing though, you can get in spots that other people can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Team kayak, like
getting like 2 inches of water.
With me, was fishing with Sean on his bass boat. I love the bass boat. It opens up speed. It opens up more water access, all of those things, but I lose control. I can't decide. I can't just go where I want to go. Like, that's a big deal for me. So for me,
It's a psychological thing, man.
I don't think I ever want to do just bank fishing unless it's for steelhead.
I don't know. Catfishing's fun from the bank.
That too. I like that.
What I
That's
don't like about
nostalgic.
catfishing, to me, it's like it depends on who I'm going with. So
Yeah, you gotta be with the.
I know we used to
course.
go out, right, and that was fun, but like catching the fish really wasn't the fun part about it
Yeah.
for me.
Just the
It was
time.
just hanging out.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But you need a fire because
Oh, yeah.
mosquitoes are bad.
You do. You got to go to Jones Road and do a fire, and that's a place me and David went when we were younger. We would basically camp out all night. We didn't take sleeping. We didn't sleep, but we like nodded off every once in a while.
Yeah, before I think us three were the only ones married yet,
Mhm.
and we used to go out.
Yeah.
And there was a certain time that us married folks had to go back home, and the other ones
All
that
the
were
single
not
fellas
married,
were
they're
just like,
come on, let's stay a little longer.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, I gotta go.
Yeah, I got better things. No mind. Anyways, the
Already in the morning.
yeah, you gotta get home and get to bed. Another one. Okay, I'm really not trying to pick on anyone, but using your buddy's tackle box without asking,
I think it's
or like getting into your. All right, maybe not just using your buddy's tackle. Like, I'm the first one to be like, you gotta try this, throw it on, But like, I'm not the guy that's gonna.
Yeah.
I think it should be. I think it should be reciprocal though. If you're gonna do that, then you better be offering something in return.
Yeah,
That's the thing, and you can tell.
And do you really borrow a lure?
No, you lose it.
It's kind of yours, right?
Sure.
It's like borrowing a tissue.
Yeah, I don't want
Can't do that.
Seriously.
I don't want it back.
I want you to catch it. But if I'm like, for instance, with steelhead, if I'm out there and I'm fishing and I've caught my limit or whatever, and I'm using a 2/5 ounce hammered green and silver little Cleo, and that's the only thing that seems to be working, and I already caught mine, I'm gonna throw one to you and be like, dude, put this on.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I think like, don't come to the trip being like, hey bro, you got any,
Empty-handed,
you
right?
got any of this or any of that? Like, I'll be gladly to give you some, but those are like $5 a pop. you know? So I don't know. I think you have to come, like you said, you have to say it's gotta be reciprocal.
You got to bring something to the table.
Yeah, bring
too.
something to the table.
Yeah.
More than just your charm.
Yeah. What about fishing with your wives? This may be a new sub-series in the episodes, waiters and wives or something. But you ever go fishing with Ashlyn? She don't seem the fishing
first
type.
time to Louisiana that she came with me, we went out and caught a bunch of brim, and we took it back to the house, and I was gutting them, and she was scaling them.
Nice.
She took the spoon and she was scaling them. Now,
Awesome.
has she done this since? No.
Yeah. It's funny how like
Gator.
once you first get married, they're willing to do all
Yeah,
that, and then
we weren't
years in, they're like,
dating.
nah, yeah.
She went fishing, and then
Dude, John, no.
Yeah. And then that was the last time she went fishing with me until we had kids, and now we bank fished together.
That's cool.
Last time we went out, and this was last year, I think she reeled a couple in. By
That's cool.
So
Yeah, I think Hillary used to come with me all the time when we were dating, and then
it was all fun.
we would all go out and fish, and that was I feel like the reason was she just wanted to be with me.
Yeah,
It didn't matter what we were doing. And
Brittany has admitted as much.
Yeah.
It was the same thing.
Yeah.
She came out all the time when we were dating and got married.
Now I like no
You can go fishing with the friends.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Ashley went golfing with me too. Like she went golfing with me.
That's so funny.
It was my first birthday after we were married. And I was like, man, this is really fun, having her there. And that was the last time she went golfing with me. She just let me know, like, it's boring.
It's funny. It's
So-
funny what you're willing to,
So not fishing, but the golfing thing. I played softball with Brittany one time, and that was a nightmare. We argued so much.
Because she's better than you. Is that why?
She's better than me.
Yeah.
But no, because I coach baseball and played baseball a lot, and she played softball a lot. She coached softball a lot, so we had differing opinions on things. And yeah, I love you so much, babe.
Yeah. No more baseball. That's funny. All right, this is a separate part of this segment, but I have the question to ask you. Okay, if you're given 5, 10, 15, and 20 years, those are your options. You got to rank this. How many years of these things for free? Okay, so for first one is Wi-Fi. Would you rather have 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years free of Wi-Fi? Really think about it.
Are we like, once I say that?
Yeah, that year is done. Like, so you can't choose 20 years for all of these.
Okay.
You can only pick one. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or 20 for free Wi-Fi.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 5. I think it's gonna end up being
there's free Wi-Fi everywhere.
Yeah.
So I got a hotspot on my.
All right, so 5. Yeah, same for you.
Yeah,
5. Yeah. I think that would be the best for that one. The next one is free coffee. How many years are you taking free coffee? You can't choose 5. It has to be 10, 15, or 20 years of free coffee. 10?
10, because you look at the price difference.
Backbone coffee got a good deal. So
yeah,
yeah,
you can have this wonderful backbone coffee.
Graveyard shift. It's delicious. It really is, and it's affordable.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. 10 years of backbone coffee for free. And then it's affordable, so I can start paying for it after 10 years.
Yeah, I'd say 10.
10 years? I drink a lot of coffee. I'll probably say 10 too. We're all in agreement. All right, this is the tricky one. Free fishing lures. So you got 15 or 20 years of free fishing lures.
15.
I mean,
I'm going to go 15 too, and here's why. I believe after 15 years or more experience, I'm losing less than I do now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And my retirement fund has lures included,
All right.
that budget. Hopefully.
Oh, okay.
So
Ashlyn's shaking her head right now. No, it doesn't.
hopefully by then I can afford more lures.
I use a lot of little Cleos. I lose a lot of little Cleos.
Those are expensive too.
I'm gonna go 15. 15 years of free. Now, that's like walking into any bait shop you want and get, you know, amount of stuff I'd stock up on in 15 years.
But here's something like, so, okay, wacky worm. All right. I can get a pack of 100 of those things for like $14.
Yeah.
And with the little rings that they have now that you can put on them, I could use that same worm like 3 fishing trips.
Mm-hmm.
So
I see what you're saying. So you're maybe 5. I don't know.
I already used that.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So yeah, 15 years of free fish. I can get so many little Cleos and
not knowing what's coming next.
Okay, the last one is gas.
There we
20 years for sure.
There we go.
But will we even be using gas in 20 years?
What question for it? Is this include like propane for a house?
It just says gas, free gas.
Yeah. Well,
20 years.
I'm included in that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry, Sean. You're
it's weird that it all ended up being 5, 10, 15, 20 for us. But anyways, yeah, let us know in the comments. Which one are you taking? Next one, fast food secret item menus, okay? You can only, like, you're going to rank these 1 to 5.
Okay.
Right? So you put them in order of the ones you want the best. So here are the 5, okay? Five Guys has a patty melt that has grilled cheese as the bun. So first of all, Five Guys is a legit burger.
Yeah,
it is. Like, that's a good burger any day. Now imagine the Five Guys burger and the bun's grilled cheese.
So we don't know.
Like, you got I'll let you know. So that's one. That's the first secret menu item. Five Guys patty melt grilled cheese bun.
Is 5 the best or is 1 the best?
5's the best. Yeah. We'll rank them after you hear all of them. The next secret menu item is McDonald's Land, Air, and Sea, which is a Big Mac, a McChicken, and a Filet-O-Fish stacked all together on a mega sandwich.
Like top.
1. No,
that's the worst.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
1.
First of all, the fish fillet alone, like, I don't think that Sean would be contesting this, but like the fish fillet is like
McDonald's
doesn't deserve. Yeah,
he's going to tell me to order through the app.
Yeah.
Hey, the McDonald's app's legit.
It is.
I get a kids free Happy Meals all the time.
Really?
So that's the next one. Land, air, and sea. You can get it's basically a Big Mac with a McChicken, a Filet-O-Fish, and the meat all stacked together. That sounds like a 4 o'clock decision, 4 o'clock in the morning decision.
That sounds like a vomit decision.
Yeah, bad idea. All right, the next one is Chipotle's Quesarito. I did not know this was a thing, but you can order a Chipotle burrito with a quesadilla being the burrito shell.
That sounds phenomenal.
So they make a cheese quesadilla and then they wrap it into a burrito.
Ooh, I gotta hear the rest of them, but that's
so it's a Chipotle burrito wrapped in a quesadilla instead of just a regular tortilla, which is solid
calories.
And then Arby's, we have the meat sandwich, the meat mountain sandwich, which is the every meat sandwich from.
Hey, I have something for this. You ever been to Arby's and they tell you they're out of roast beef?
Like, what are we even doing? What?
We have the meat except roast beef.
Except we just what we're known for.
I pulled up.
Sorry, we're out.
Yeah, I pulled up to the Arby's here locally at one time. And we're out of roast beef. What do you mean you're out of roast beef? You're Arby's. You sell roast beef sandwich.
That's why it's still open.
Yeah, closed. Shut it down.
They have a really good. I know this sounds so weird from Arby's, but one of their like sandwiches is seasonal, but it's like a piece of like not white bread, but something like that. But it's a like a chicken salad sandwich. It's really good.
They used to do that hot Italian sandwich. That was legit.
They got a good Reuben.
I'm gonna go with 2 with that already. I don't even know what the rest of them are.
The last one this is kind of a side, but it's called Frings. It's Burger King's half fries, half onion rings in one bag. So it's like a mix of both. Which I guess you could just order one of each. I don't know.
That's gonna be 3 for me.
That's a side. That's not like a main event.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 1 on
2's Chipotle. 4's Chipotle.
All right. So rank from
5.
From smallest to greatest, John.
Okay, 1 McDonald's, 2 the Arby's meal, 3 what was that?
The Frings.
Yes. 4 Chipotle, and then 5 Five Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree.
Same.
4 and 5 are kind of.
No, I'm gonna switch the Frings to 2 and do the meat mountain at 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
That's an either or for me.
The worst one of this list are the Frings for me. Here's why. And I love onion rings, but it's a side. So I'm gonna go 1 Frings.
It's got McDonald's.
Yeah. But I've eaten a Big Mac. I don't think
it's just cholesterol.
I think the only thing there that I don't like is the Filet-O-Fish, which I like the Filet-O-Fish, but mixing that with chicken and Big Mac sauce. Yeah. I'm going to go Frings as 1, being the worst. 2, the McDonald's Land, Air, and Sea. I'm going to go with number 3 is going to be the Meat Mountain, which normally should be ranked higher, but Meat Mountain from Arby's. And then number 2 for me is going to be the Patty Melt from Five Guys. And number 1 is the Quesarito.
Hey, other than like Canada, do we have any international listeners? Because this is a very American list. When you're listening to this,
100%. We got
welcome to the good old US of A.
Yeah, there's people from all over the world.
McDonald's in India is fabulous. They have it's an all chicken menu, and it's actually spicy.
Because like cows are off limits there, huh?
Yeah,
isn't that the way it goes?
Mm-hmm. Holy cow! Yeah. Yeah. No, so their McDonald's is actually legit over there. I'll take that.
You ever look at the McDonald's menus from like other countries other than like obviously you've been to India, John, but like other countries, McDonald's is completely different.
Yeah. I've been there in Singapore.
We got listeners from Australia, Russia, Germany, Netherlands, Norway.
All right.
El Salvador.
What about Singapore?
Yeah.
You did? So Singapore, I went to we all went to Popeyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm from Louisiana, so I'm expecting what is something from Popeyes that you absolutely love?
I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever been to a Popeyes.
Oh, you're missing out.
Their chicken sandwich is good.
Yeah, that is that. So that's new. Okay, what has been a staple for Popeyes for many years?
Is it the popcorn chicken?
No,
biscuits, right?
The biscuits. Right? The butter biscuits are amazing. So I went. Mind you, I've been living in Asia for a couple of years, so we went to Popeyes in Singapore, and I'm like, I want a biscuit, right?
No,
So I ordered that and everything, and we get to the table,
unleavened bread.
and they get it, and it's just like a roll. I was so
Not a
disappointed.
biscuit. Ugh.
And every day I was there for breakfast, and it was like, I love Singapore. Don't get this wrong. But every day for breakfast, they was serving a different type of tofu that tasted like something else.
Not around here, partner.
I'm going to admit to you that I would go and eat the rice, would not touch the tofu, and then I would exit and sneak to Wendy's, and I was eating Wendy's.
All meat burger.
Our forefathers did not throw tea in a harbor for no tofu.
You've given me the food that my food eats.
I'm not a tofu fan.
Wait. What I think you heard was give me a lot of bacon and eggs. What I actually said was give me all of the bacon and eggs you have. No tofu.
Yeah, no tofu. Do you know who does tofu good for all the vegan listeners out there? Chipotle. I had, like, we did the Daniel's Fast, and I've had, what is it? I forget what it's called. Is it the sofritas?
Fritas.
It's not bad.
It was seasoned well.
And its consistency isn't like a Jell-O cube, which is what throws me on most tofu.
It was like just
Tofu throws me on most tofu.
Yeah. Can't be, give me some red meat, you know?
Yeah.
It's America.
All right, last one. This is a question. Would you rather find, I don't know if you guys have attics, but imagine you have an attic. You've all lived in a house where you had an attic. Imagine you go up to your attic. Would you rather find 1,000 cockroaches or just one person?
One person.
Probably person.
That's not your family.
Alive.
No, just alive. Squatting up there. I don't think, like, how unsettling would it be to go up to your attic and some.
Is this a stranger?
Yeah, it's nobody you know.
I think I'd rather a stranger.
Oh, that's just Dale. He lives up there.
Throw me one of the Meat Mountain specials.
Oh man,
Got your freeze.
I just had a little thing with. So I went to go. I was in Louisiana a couple weeks ago, and I went to go feed the donkey, and
I was in Louisiana a couple weeks ago. Donkey.
and I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know which pail is the donkey thing or which one's Raymond's. So
Raymond ain't never coming on the show.
I love you, Raymond.
I opened up the wrong.
Everybody does. Yeah,
The wrong. It's like trash cans that you used to always put like the animals' food in and stuff. I opened up the wrong one that hadn't been opened up in many years, probably. And I open it up, and there's thousands of cockroaches in this thing. And they start running everywhere. And guess what I'm wearing?
Crocs.
And so, like, I'm praising Jesus right about then, and trying to make sure they don't run up my leg. And yeah, so at this point right now, I'll take a human in the attic.
Yeah.
Proud to announce our new show sponsor, Two Clever Fellas. You got junk piling up in your yard. Maybe it's time to move. You got some things you need cleaned out. Well, I have the person for you. Call Marcus at Two Clever Fellas. That's right. They do junk removal, yard cleanup, moving services, even Christmas lights. But that's not all. We have a special offer for our listeners today. 20% off on these projects in the summer and this spring. Call Marcus at 330-283-8000 and mention that we sent you and get 20% off. I don't know, man. You know what else would have, if we would have opened it, probably would have had 1,000 cockroaches in that catfish special in the protein container.
Yeah.
From where
Let's be honest. I mean, I'll take cockroaches.
I don't know, man. If I walk up to my attic and there's a person living there, he ain't gonna be living much. I'm just kidding. You thought that security guard was having some trouble. Man, no, I'm not finding it. I would rather not.
That's happened a couple times.
I know. There's so many
stories. Squatting in somebody's attic.
Wild. There was this one story. I don't know if I can't find it in this time, but there was this family. There was this woman living in their house for like all these years, and they would go to work, and she would just go help herself, make herself a sandwich.
Oh my God.
And she would retreat back to the shadows,
Clean the house.
and it went on for a long time. Bro, just kind of minding her own business, living free.
I mean, if you're cleaning my house, I mean,
I don't know, dude.
You ever hear about that dude that was living in, I think it was a couple that was living in a Walmart for a while?
Yeah.
They would live in the tent during the day, like the tent display.
did y'all see
Come
the
on at
show?
night.
It was just a news article I read. There's a show out there. and I have not watched the show at all, so I'm not promoting it, but it's IKEA something. These people went in and filmed like an office type show in IKEA, and IKEA never knew.
Oh, they're after them royalties.
So they produced a whole season.
Wow.
And it's literally like the sets were in IKEA.
I feel like that's against the rules.
Isn't that awesome though?
That's sweet, but like, I feel like IKEA could be real jerks and take all the money from it. You know, you didn't get our permission.
Well, I mean,
What if they ate like meatballs every day though?
Yeah.
You think it would be cool with IKEA?
I don't know. There's some weird thoughts on IKEA's past. We maybe get that into a different episode.
I've been lost in IKEA before.
I don't know.
We all have.
I like minimal assembly required.
I'm
And
with you,
those are
dude.
tough, dude. It's tough.
I'm like the assembly guy. Like anybody knows needs something assembled like around Christmas time. They're like, hey, do you mind?
It's like when you get a truck. Shout out to David, new truck.
Yeah,
Everybody and their brother is gonna. Hey, you want to help me move? It's like
I actually a little late in the season, but I'm actually getting some mulch.
doing some yard work. You want to come on over and help me?
My back is just,
Yeah, I know.
Let's drive.
It's just my commuter, really. Yeah, it's tough.
I want to throw mulch on top of my SUV.
Yeah, it's tough. Last cast. Here we go. Anything else that you want to share with our listeners today before we wrap it up?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, going back to the last couple episodes, like Congress has been a theme here, and I know many of your listeners attend Congress or know what North American Youth Congress is. If not, YouTube it. Powerful services there. One thing that I have taken back and I've reminded some of the people that were there is what you felt there, what you've taken from there, what you know, that same thing that the Lord was speaking to you there, like don't lose sight of that.
Yeah.
We've all been guilty of coming back off that spiritual high and going back in the same routines. And I'm not even saying just North American Youth Congress. I'm talking about in our local churches. What a powerful service we experienced this weekend. Like, let us not get to Tuesday and forget what the Lord has done.
Yeah.
Let's continue that, and allow God to take us to that next level, and see what God will do in our lives. Because going back to the whole fishers of men, these were normal people that were just allowing God to use them.
Yeah.
But I think it takes it like they didn't let that catching all that fish experience be the last experience they had with God, but it was a daily thing from there on after.
Yeah.
And I think that we can take that upon ourselves too. And when we have a spiritual high, let's not let that slip away from us, but let's build upon that.
Yeah, so good. And that's about like just building a consistent relationship with God. It's easy to fall into the trap, especially when you come to a church like ours, where it's great all the time.
We're blessed.
We're very blessed here in Talmadge. It's hard not to sometimes rely on service to service. Like it's an easy trap to fall into. I'm going to just live from altar call to altar call and service to service. That's not really a relationship with God, though. That's I'm with you on the weekends kind of thing. And so my thing with that is like, establish a real relationship with God outside of just service,
100%.
And for all those people who are out there just grinding and getting their dream, trying to fulfill their dreams, they're fishing in the midnight hour, if you will. They're out there casting all night long, and everything seems to not be going their way, and they're not achieving what they want to do. Go out a little deeper. Just get Jesus on the boat, and he'll direct you, and maybe you'll accomplish those things. But even more importantly, he's got something bigger planned, he's got something bigger for you. There's souls involved. And so, your relationship with the Lord goes far beyond Sundays, it needs to go far beyond Sundays because he has something more important for you to do.
Absolutely. It's a daily walk thing. It's not just like you said, it's not just a Sunday, Wednesday thing. It's a daily walk. You have to maintain that relationship, and that how you maintain that spiritual high, like John was talking about, is by maintaining a daily walk. Maintaining that relationship. You don't just talk to your wife twice a week as your best friend. You're talking to him every day.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with God. We need to have that relationship that we can talk to him throughout the day, every day. Have that relationship where you're studying the word. He's speaking back to you through his word and through prayer.
Amen. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. And if you're fishing, you know, and you don't have the right tackle or the right gear, maybe just have a line and a string. Get a chicken nugget from the backseat of your van and throw it out there, see what happens.
Yeah.
Might catch a 7-pounder.
Hey, cast with faith.
or if all you got is a string and a hook, you know, and you need a wife.
Hey, you're not going to catch anything unless your hook's in the water.
Exactly.
That's my last cast.
There we go.
Put your hook in the water.
Yeah.
Have some faith. Cast with some faith. Catch a fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eat it.
Zatarain's. Yeah. Not a sponsor.
But John, what if you use a net?
Did you catch a fish?
Not with a hook in the water.
I caught a fish's eyeball with a little Cleo.
I've never been a net fisherman. I've been a hook fisherman, but if your net is your hook, put that net in the water.
You know what I want to try is those primitive things.
Those eagle claw things or eagle
The gill nets?
Yeah, the gill net and the little basket
What
thing.
do?
Okay.
Let's go set up a gill net.
Let's do it.
There's a creek.
Hey, we're going fishing right now.
We're going fishing.
Right now. Me and John are going fishing.
Immediately getting into that boat.
Yeah, with our Crocs. Oh, shout out to Backbone Coffee for fueling this show. Man, if you haven't tried it yet, get on that. Link is in the description. You get 15% off. 15% off when you use coupon code CastingFaith. My favorite go-to brew is the Graveyard Shift. It is their dark roast. They also have a graveyard. They have another dark roast. That's not it. That's Graveyard Shift. It's called Rolling Coal, and this is from the heart of Louisiana. It's been cut with chicory. It's kind of like community coffee, but it's not as potent, so it still tastes like coffee. Because I was on the mix on that. You being a Louisiana guy, you probably know all about it.
Rolling Coal? Is it?
Oh, guys.
No. I mean, let's go ahead and say this on air.
Oh, boy.
I'd rather be a tiger than a nut. All right.
I'd rather be a champion.
Oh,
Facts.
Also, all right. This year's our year.
Anyways, get the coffee, you know? Get the coffee. The coffee's good.
Go Bucks.
I love what Backbone stands for, making good coffee for the everyday guy and lady out there who's just a hard worker. You know what I mean? And it's good and it's affordable. And one thing that separates it from its competitors is you can go into Target right now and get an $18 bag of coffee that all tastes like the burn. You know, $18 other burn, $18 bags of coffee out there. Or you can get Backbone.
Grow Backbone and buy a Backbone.
Exactly. And it's good quality and they have you in mind and they're not overcharging and it's just a solid company. So get some coffee. Get some coffee is all I'm saying. Get you some coffee. Shout out to First Form for all of the great supplements, vitamins. You need some vitamins, get your vitamin pack from First Form. First Form energy drinks, also solid. Protein's good. All of it's good. Link in the description. And shout out to Marcus from Two Clever Fellas for all he does for this show. And you need help with all of your projects. You need some junk removed. You need any of that? Go ahead and call Marcus.
Christmas lights.
Christmas lights, yeah.
Holiday lights.
Get them. No, we're Christians. It's called Christmas lights.
He said holiday lights.
Yeah, he did say
the 4th of July.
You don't have to be a Christian to get Christmas lights. You want Christmas lights on your house?
I want those. I want the.
He's got the permanent lights.
That's what I get.
Yeah.
I want the permanent.
Hit him up. 20. John, hit him up. 20%.
He'll travel too.
Calling you Marcus.
Just saying.
Call him Marcus.
Ohio local. Marcus will make it happen.
Shout out.
That should be their slogan.
Marcus will make it happen.
It's here to make life easier, but you know, David's helping you. Anyways,
Try it, Marcus.
Shout out to all of our supporters. And until next time, keep casting faith in everyday life. We'll see you next week.
Like, comment, and subscribe.